Hello world of YouTube. Today I'm gonna give you my view on religion. Usually when these videos pop up on the internet, usually people assume right away the person's an atheist. I'm not. I'm a man of science. I'm not an atheist. I'm an agnostic, and I'll tell you why. Because when I grew up, and sometime after September 11th, I started going to church, and throughout my whole life, I never went to a church in my life because was there something that, because really, my family and I are the people that don't like to get up early on Sundays and head out to church. We usually get up like, I remember getting up like around 10 in the morning and going out for breakfast on Sunday. That's what I remember growing up. And so after 2000, so in 2001 when September 11th happened, sometime after that I started going to church. And as a kid, when you start hearing about God and when you start hearing about Jesus, you believe it blindly because you're a kid. You know nothing better. You assume right away that there is a God, that there is a man called Jesus walking around on this earth, healing the sick and healing the poor. And I believed that up to a certain point. After I believed in God until I seen the movie Religulous a couple of years back, uh, which is by a documentary movie by Bill Maher. And Bill Maher, as you know, is he's out with his atheism, but he said like I'm saying, when he was a kid he blindly believed in God because kids blindly believe in stuff because that's the only thing they could do. It's like when parents say Santa's gonna come on Christmas Eve, you believe that Santa came. But if you're a teenager and you still believe in Santa Claus, I'm sorry for hurting your beliefs, but guess what? Santa isn't real. Because your parents put your presents under the tree. Your parents eat the cookies, your parents drink the milk. That's exactly what my view on religion is like. It's like until I have physical proof and scientific proof that there is a God. I'm sorry, but I can't believe in something that there's no proof of. I'm not an atheist, I'm an agnostic. I don't know if there's a God. And I personally want physical proof that there's a God. See, when in the Bible, and there's multiple reasons why I don't like religion. One, because there's one too many. There's one too many. I would still be going to church if there was maybe four religions. And the four religions that were big before all these other nutball religions came out: Catholicism, Protestant, Judaism, and Islamic. Those are the four major religions that were around before anything. Until a certain time when Scientology came out, until Mormonism came out, and all these big nutball religions that have these absurd views of the world. And it really makes you think that God doesn't exist in this world, because I'll put it to you this way. Here's the Mormon belief. Mormons believe that Jesus Christ resurrected in Brooklyn, New York, and for lunch he eats at the Carnegie Deli. That's a Mormon belief. How frickin' nutball is that? That's like saying, oh yes, Jesus resurrected here in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. And for lunch, he eats at the Pottsville Diner and prays on the grills so the restaurant doesn't go on fire. It's as nutball as saying that. I mean, come on, people, seriously. I mean, you want the truth about religion? Religion is nothing but bull. Everything about it. The only thing that makes the feeling of God exist in this world is that there is good people. There is good and there is bad people. I'm a good person. I don't believe in the church. I necessarily don't believe in God at the moment because there is no physical proof that there is one. But I'm a good person. I know a lot of good people in this world. That makes the feeling of God real. When people say, after Katrina, I prayed to God, you know what? If you need to turn to religion for the sense of comfort after a major disaster like Hurricane Katrina was a major disaster, Hurricane Sandy was a major disaster, okay, turn to religion then because it gives you a sense of comfort. That's okay. But when it comes to reality, when it comes to real world, come on. It's good people that help you recover from this stuff. It's not a miracle. It's good people doing a good deed. So if your house goes on fire and you get a new one if you don't have insurance, it's not the fact that God made that miracle happen. No. Good people made that happen. It's your friends, it's your family, it's your neighbors that said, "Hey, we're going to put our money together. We're going to buy our friend a new house and we're going to provide the food, water, everything." It's good people that do it. And there is bad people too. Like in my personal belief, I don't believe that there is a devil. I don't believe that there is hell. Earth is hell as we speak. Because think about it, everything bad happens on Earth. There's not one single good thing that happens except if it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, Halloween, 4th of July, all these major holidays. That's when good happens. But I mean, on a daily basis, all around the world, nothing but bad things and morbid things happen that you don't want to hear about. But it's all on the news. There's car crashes constantly. There's houses that go on fire constantly. There's, if you've seen the disturbing video of the man chopping his wife's head off in Mexico. Oh my God. Don't watch that video, seriously. It's gonna stay in your memory for a long time, and but anyway, this is exactly my point. There's too much bad in the world, and if there was a God, if Jesus is all powerful as the good book says, why doesn't he just wipe out these people? Seriously. If God is gonna take care of all this evil, why doesn't he just wipe it out already? That's the question that makes all these religious people think. Because it makes sense to ask someone who's extremely religious that question. Like, if someone's a good person, they're always going to be a good person. They're never going to change. If someone's evil, they're always going to be evil. They're never going to change. But religion isn't going to change an evil person. They're going to stay exactly the same. So, my point being is that until there is scientific proof that there was a man, Jesus, that walked the earth, and until there is proof of God making the Big Bang Theory happen, we'll never know what made the Big Bang Theory happen because we keep trying all different experiments, but all of them fail. My point being is that think before you go to church. think before you pray to God. Think, especially with praying. I have a big issue with that, but I'm not going to go into that. Um, but think before you praise an invisible being, God. Just think in reality that there is good people, period, that help you get through life. And there is evil people that will try to bring you down. It's not the Bible. That's all a fairy tale. That's the greatest novel ever written. That's the greatest novel ever written. It's still being published today. It's just a literary device. It ain't a religious artifact. If anything, like Bill Maher says, like every atheist says in the comedy world, look at the Bible more as a reality check. That's what the world is today. The Bible mentions rape. In the Bible, there was apparently a good king who was protecting his family and said, "Here are these two female angels. You could use them." Yeah, really. You want to pray to a good guy who apparently gave up two female angels that he was willing to get raped? Really. And in the Bible, it also mentions prostitution and saying that prostitution is completely fine in the Bible. In the world today, prostitution's illegal. Reality check. And number 3, this is my big issue, gay marriage. In the Bible, it doesn't say full out gay marriage is, I don't know how you would say it in the Bible, unfaithful. But in the Bible, it makes points that gay marriage is sinful. In the real world today, guess what? In the United States as we speak, 15 states legalize gay marriage already. So, guess what? The Bible is nothing but a literary device. It's nothing but a big novel with opposing views of the world. So, if you want to read the Bible, go ahead, but not for religious purposes. Read it for the thrill of reading a novel. I hope I didn't offend anybody who's too religious, but this is just my belief of the world and on religion. Like I said before, just keep this in mind. There's always good people that will help you get through your day. There's always bad people that will always try to bring you down. But in the end, your mind is your own. Your beliefs are your own. And I shouldn't be ridiculed for my beliefs. That's all.